Hey everyone, welcome to Reality Recaps, Rants and Raves. This week we're talking about Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom Tuesdays. So let's talk. Season premiere, let's start with Chelsea. Chelsea and Cole, they're so cute, honestly. I think they're my favorite. Let's talk about the scene. Oh my god, it was so cute. Cole was doing, it was just like a real quick scene. Cole doing push-ups with the kids on his back. Oh my gosh, melted my heart. So anyways, this episode in the season premiere, Chelsea and Cole wanted to take Aubrey to a JoJo concert. So that was super nice, but they wanted to have the whole family go on the trip, but only take Aubrey to the concert. So she brought her mom along with her, which was pretty cool. It was nice for her mom that she got to like go on a little road trip. She had her own hotel room and everything, so that was pretty chill. But in the car ride, it's like a 4-hour car ride. Babies are crying, everyone's upset. Poor Chelsea has a panic attack. They had to like pull over. It was like this whole ordeal. It was just kind of one of those things, like road trips always sound like a good idea, but don't always go as smoothly as you would hope them to be, which is understandable, especially with kids. And then, so they end up making it on time. They go to the concert, they have a blast. Then they're out at dinner later, and Cole kind of talks to Chelsea, and he's just like, with your panic attacks and everything, I really think maybe you should talk to somebody. And if you remember last season, Chelsea said she would rather just take medication for all her problems. She didn't want to talk to anybody. That was terrifying to her. So Cole kind of had brought it up in a nice way, and she kind of was like thinking about it. And then little Aubrey is like, I'll go with you. Mom, I'll go with you. I want to talk to somebody too. And then that like totally like made Chelsea be like, yes, you're right. People have been telling me I should go to therapy and talk through my problems. So that was just adorable. Brianna. So not much happened with Brianna and her crew this episode. It was really more a lot of things that we actually saw in the reunion. If you watched the reunion that wrapped up last season, you actually probably saw the whole thing. Devon was taking care of Nova, and he ended up going and getting drunk. He was at the pool with his friends, and Nova got drunk. Brianna, she just had this she was just like, I think something's wrong. Devon's not answering his phone. She goes, finds them. She's upset. What broke my heart though was Nova was so upset. She knew like this wasn't right. This is not okay. And that just killed me. I mean, it was so sad, and Brianna was pissed. She had every right to be. But like I said, they actually showed this whole scene in the reunion, and Devon had said, I messed up. That's not okay, and I will never do that again. So I hope to see better things from him throughout the rest of the season, but we will see. Time will tell. Jade. Okay, so Jade, I have never watched the show she was on before. I think it was 16 and Pregnant or Young and Pregnant. She was on previously. I had never watched this, so this really was my first impression of Jade, and it seems like she has a really rocky relationship with her baby dad. I think they're boyfriend, girlfriend. She said on and off a lot. This episode is kind of just like their introduction of the whole ups and downs that they go through. And then they're supposed to go out for their four-year anniversary dinner, but they end up getting in a huge fight instead, and just like ruin the whole night, get in a fight because supposedly she was going through his phone, and she said that didn't happen, but he says he saw it. So that couple is not looking too stable. And as we saw in the previews for the look ahead for the season, it does not seem like things are going very well for them. So Leah and Jeremy, everyone wants them to get back together. Again, this story from the first episode was really all talked about on the reunion. they had spent the weekend together during the reunion. They had been getting pretty close. They had a good time. Everyone wants them to be together for some reason. Addie really wants them to be together too. But the thing is, they were already together and then they broke up. So like in my mind, I'm just like, it seems like they have like a lot of history. I don't know if it's something that would work well. And she kind of said like, the way she made a few comments that made me think like maybe he wasn't really on the same page. She wanted to work things out and he was kind of maybe just having fun. But we will see as the season progresses if they go anywhere. To be honest, I don't think that they'll be together through the rest of the season, because I just know they've had problems in the past. It's like once you break up once, I feel like you're supposed to stay broken up mostly. But you know, everyone has their journey. So Kale told us that the land that she bought, that she was planning to build, you know, this huge dream house on, she's not going to do any building on it anymore. And then in this episode, she took her 3 kids to Mexico on vacation for their spring break by herself. She's like, oh yeah, normally I, you know, go with somebody, I have help, but you know, I want to make sure that they get their vacation. I want to go to Mexico. So it was just her and her 3 boys, which seemed really stressful. They made it through. It seems like they did have a good time, and I think she is glad that she went, but it was a little bit crazy. Anyways, it was just her juggling around with her kids the whole time. But it seems like they did have some fun. Apparently the food at the resort wasn't very good, but okay. Overall, not a whole lot happened, but it was a season premiere, so that's kind of what I expected, kind of an introduction of picking up where we left off, look at what's ahead. I am excited for the season, excited to see what happened. As you can see, I didn't mention Janelle. So Janelle, it seems as Janelle's not going to be on this season. I did read an article saying that she has not been fired from MTV, but basically MTV is just not filming her. I actually think that they kind of brought in, that's why Jade was in here, because they brought in Jade to kind of put her in because they weren't going to be filming Janelle anymore. Another interesting thing is that it seems like when they filmed Jade, it was a different time. You can see that she has a Christmas tree in her house. It's winter. She's wearing cold clothes, and everybody else, it seems like it's pretty much summer for them. So I think maybe that, you know, MTV just decided to throw Jade in on this show instead of filming Janelle at all. So that's interesting that Janelle will no longer be a part of the Teen Mom 2, at least for now. And it doesn't look like she's going to be back on in this season at all. So we'll just have to stay tuned and see what happens. And I just wanted to end the video with one thing I'm grateful for. Today, I would say one thing I'm really grateful for is food. I know a lot of people struggle with food insecurity, but I am fortunate enough to have plenty of food, and I'm just grateful that I have access to good, healthy food.